I joined Changing Children's World as a volunteer about 5 years ago and got to hear all of that from Kim when I first started. And I thought, wow, this is great. She communicates it perfectly, developed a wonderful program, and I got to step in as a statistician, and I can tell you, she's right. I've analyzed the data. We've got, in the program, parents fill out a self-assessment the first day. They fill out that same self-assessment the last day. I take that data and I look for the improvements. And after, first doing it with the initial data, I thought, okay, let's see. And statistically significant improvements in all of these areas that she talked about. So parent efficacy, parent dialogue with their children, even mental health triggers for depression have gone down. Really great news with parent conflict with their child, both physical abuse going down, mental abuse going down, using good coping skills going up. All of these things are significant, and I don't usually find, I hope I find good data like that, and I found it, and with the base sizes that we have. Now, we're just adding to the bases and adding to the exact same results. I will call Kim and go, yep, everything's still significant, yep, it still looks good. Now we're able to start slicing and dicing into smaller groups. And jail is one that is really interesting. It went off before COVID like crazy. The growth within the justice system was nuts. We just really increased the numbers there. And what's interesting is these participants aren't with their kids, so they're not able to practice. So they're taking it all in, and they're reporting, improvement at the end when they haven't really been able to do a lot interactively with their kids other than maybe an hour a week. But like Kim said, we've got, generally, we see improvement. Start here day one, end here. Justice system data, geez, they started low. And in some cases, they had significant improvement, which was the good news part. The bad news part was, gosh, they're ending kind of sometimes in the place that the general population was starting. So it was kind of a good news, bad news, but it was so great. And then COVID hit, made it really difficult to get into the jails, but we're picking back up again, expanding into Kendall County, DuPage County. Kane's been great. So that's all been really good. So I love nothing more than saying, hey, guess what? This is everything she said. And recently in the last year, starting up a youth program all about youth. So now I get to get, again, ground floor, looking at initial data, and what the youth program does, it takes 13 to 20-year-old youth and again, focuses with them on improvements in areas on coping, social dialogue, relationships, resilience, all of these areas. And proud to say, very initial results with our first kind of groups going on this year, improvements in these levels of resiliency, communication, and it all kind of, to me, hits home when you look at the community, you look at the problems that are going on within the community, within the youth population. And I know Geneva even had tragedy in the high school earlier in the year, and you wonder like what all these kids are facing and what can we do. And I just wanted to end by reading off. So here's on an item level, a couple things that significantly improved in the youth program. I build positive and supportive connections with my peers. I understand how to develop ideas in a situation to make it right when someone's being harmed. I know how to get help with problems I'm having with my peers. I can let people know what I need. I believe it's okay even when bad things happen. I deal with my problems in a positive way, like asking for help. So I thought, wow, if that can change in a 10-week, 12-week program, this could really have a strong impact on the community. So I'm happy to be associated with them. I'm glad to talk about the results. I'll talk stats if anybody wants to talk about it. But that's, I just want to reinforce everything she said with the numbers backing it. And proud to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.